Hello everybody, today I'm very happy to tell you a short talk on visiting announcements. Number one, first, the speaker announced that nine dinners honored their colleague, Miss Radix. And finally, he said Miss Radix would receive the Good Citizen Award for saving the life of their co-worker, Mr. G. Number two, first, the speaker said that while in the clubhouse, all gentlemen had to wear a coat and a tie, and the ladies had to wear the dress or skirt. And finally, he said no informal clothes were allowed in the clubhouse dining room for that night anniversary dinner. Number three, first, the speaker said that if the people looked at the copy of the meeting attender, they would see that they would be talking about vacation policy as well as the training of new employees. And finally, he said he wouldn't discuss their budget that day since their accountant, Mrs. Loebs, were out sick. Number four, first, the speaker announced the ABC Food Company was opening a new factory in Asia, and they were looking for personnel at on manager levels. And finally, he suggested applicants sending a resume to their home office. 5. First, the speaker reminded no food or drinks might be brought to the computer room, and smoking was not allowed in the building. And finally, he suggested remembering to keep the door closed and the fan on at all times. 6. First, the speaker announced their speaker that evening was Mr. John Thompson, and he introduced Mr. John Thompson was an accountant with over 20 years experience, and he also coordinated the annual Small Business Conference at City College. And finally, he announced the title of his talk that night was What Every Small Business Administrator Needs to Know About Taxes. Number 7. First, the speaker advised the employee to repair work on the north elevator had been begun that morning and would continue all day. Next, he suggested using the south elevator on the stairs when exiting the building that afternoon. And finally, he hoped to have the repairs finished and everything in working order by morning after. Number 8. First, the speaker said that in order to show the company appreciation for hard work on their employees, they have started an Employee of the Month program. And next, he said the Employee of the Month would be chosen according to his or her efficiency and dedication to work. And finally, he announced the Employee of the Month would receive an award as well as free lunches in the company cafeteria and a parking space near the front door. Number 9. First, the speaker announced people had been taking supplies from the supply room without permission. And next, he announced no one might enter the supply room except Mr. Lewis because he was the only one who had the key. And finally, he suggested giving the list to Mr. Lewis 2 days ahead of time if employees who need supplies. And he said Mr. Lewis would get the supplies for the employee. And first, the speaker announced they would choose several employees to send to the International Business Conference in California at the end of this last year. Next, he suggested telling the department head if the people were interested in attending the conference. And finally, he asked on department heads who submit a list of interested employees to the Human Resources Office at the end of the month. Number 11 first. The speaker suggested joining their expanding computer system accounting department in the area of accounting, organizational and managerial systems development, automation and implementation. Next, he suggested writing to them in a conference if the people had 3 to 5 years of accounting experience with a moderate capability with mainframe and personal computer systems. And finally, he said compensation commensurate with experience. Number 12. First, the speaker announced ComSat Laboratories had an immediate opening for innovative electrical engineers with communication and hardware design experience. Next, he said the position required a BS or an MS with at least 5 years of experience in high-speed logic design. And finally, he suggested sending resume, including salary story and requirements. Number 13. First, the speaker wanted to know if the people were looking for a career opportunity with a fast-growing major corporation. Next, he said there was a real chance for future advancements if the people were willing to work and could get by on 20,000 their first year while in training. Next, after that, he said public relation trainees had to have excellent writing and communication skills. And finally, he suggested calling telephone number that day 925. Thanks for watching.